Funny enough, when I actually shared with you guys yesterday the breaking news that Mortal Kombat 2 would be pushed back all the way to 2026, May 15th. They were already actually teasing that apparently next week, Tuesday, there's a new level to get unlocked. I don't know what they're talking about. A trailer? A teaser? What's up? It's your boy Dynasty with a very quick Mortal Kombat 2 update because, yeah, I can't believe that your boy missed this one. So, when the news broke, I was just kind of zeroing in on the actual Deadline exclusive article, right? Little did I know the official MK Movie account came out and said, "The tournament demands a new time and place, worthy of its spectacle. MK2 only in theaters May 15th, 2026. Tuesday unlocks the next level." So, okay. I don't know what the fuck is planned for Tuesday. No one's told me. No one's DM'd me. I've got no insight. We'll see what they got. Do I think it's another trailer? I don't know. It could be a poster. It could be like a teaser. I don't know, dude. Truthfully, I don't know. With October not too far off and getting some confirmation that come October, it seems like we'll probably be getting a trailer of some sort. A random Tuesday. What? But then again, it's like they just pushed the movie back. So how do they kind of bring people back into this and kind of stay face and keep that like hype and momentum going? Gotta hit us with another trailer, right? So for all I know, it's a fucking trailer. So I'm gonna wake up Tuesday morning super early and I will hopefully be reacting to something new, something worthwhile for MK2. So yeah, just kind of wanted to hop in here, give you a heads up because my video from last night, I didn't even touch base about this at all, and I kind of feel like you guys deserve to know. And since then, we've seen producer Todd Gardner actually giving some more insight on the current state of the film. So yeah, that's the plan for this video. Just a quick update in regards to Mortal Kombat 2 being delayed. Yes, I'm not happy about it, but at this point, it kind of is what it is. It's out of my control, you know? It sucks. It sucks to wait a bit longer, but WB really wants to make the most money they can. And that means we gotta wait a bit longer. Now, the positive, though, is it seems like we'll probably never have to wait this long again in between Mortal Kombat films. If this is a success, MK3, spin-offs, should be hopefully dropping a lot quicker than once every 5 years. I hope so. So with that said, gonna break all this stuff down. If you're excited for this movie, I know you gotta wait. Drop a like if you just want to support me. That helps too. And without further ado, let me give you guys some new responses from producer Todd Gardner in regards to the current state of the film. Some people are thinking they're gonna go and do a bunch of reshoots, things of that sort, but I honestly don't think they're going to. Like, the one thing in particular, again, that unanimously all of us were kind of like, whoa, that's different, was Jade's hair, or lack thereof. I don't think they're gonna give Jade hair. I just don't. Because if you remember, the day the trailer dropped, Todd was saying, like, it's gonna be explained, like, in the story why she doesn't have hair. So because of that, I don't think this is just because the complaining about the hair, they're gonna go do reshoots and fix all the issues. I don't think that's the case. Again, I'm gonna show you a reply from Todd that makes it seem like, yeah, this thing's done. Let's get into it. Now, in response to somebody saying they're torn about the movie being delayed, Todd comes out and says it would get ripped to shreds if it wasn't perfect in October. I will say, from a consumer standpoint, it does feel like a cash grab. Todd saying, we are a summer franchise. And he's not wrong. I believe the first movie dropped April, and I think that was also delayed. So, summer is the time of the year to go to the movies with your friends. Spider-Man's dropping next summer. A bunch of stuff. GTA, a bunch, dude. Like, next May is jam-packed. And with Mortal Kombat in the midst, some are saying it's gonna just take away. Some are thinking it's gonna be part of the hype. Some are saying it's gonna be what saves Supergirl after that flops? I don't know, but Todd's being honest. It would get ripped to shreds if it wasn't perfect in October. Fair point. Though, they did seem super fucking confident with the film. Just the other day, the writer of the movie was super confident with, like, the fight scenes and shit. So, it's still just shocking to me because, again, they were saying all the right things for weeks and months, and if this is the case, like, why didn't somebody just drop this movie this summer? But again, I don't make these decisions. Todd doesn't make these decisions. This is, like, big stuff. Big boy stuff. They make the decisions. So, it is what it is, man. WB and their investors, they need the most return, and nothing beats a summer movie. Now, I thought this was interesting because Matthew's like, in the meantime, I hope the visual effects will be improved, and Todd's like, on it. So, hey, for those who hate Baraka's mouth, maybe they'll fix that for you guys. I don't think it's the worst, but that's the one comment I get every day. Baraka's mouth looks horrible. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll fix it. For you guys who hate his mouth, I'm gonna start praying that they fix it. And again, that initial reply kind of made it seem like, not necessarily they were panicking. Todd was saying, like, it would be ripped to shreds if it wasn't perfected. But he's saying, like, hey, the movie's done. This is all about how massive the fan reaction was and how great the movie tested. So it seems like they're still confident. They just really want this thing to be enormous, and I can't fault them for that. If this is the leap we need to get us a third film and a bunch of spin-offs, take all the time you guys need, bro. I need a Mortal Kombat movie every other year. Of quality, too. Not just as a cash grab. So, if this is what it takes to get Mortal Kombat movies every other year, of quality, it'll be worth the wait. And if it's as good as the test screenings are suggesting, if it breaks more records in the summer, that momentum continues, a bigger budget, things of that sort, it ultimately would help and be more beneficial with a delay versus, again, like Todd was saying, releasing it and it not being well received because insert whatever problem or excuse. I get it, dude. I don't agree with it, but I get it. And again, we were so close. We were so close. And again, you have Todd here mentioning, you know better than most that summer is the most prized real estate, and I'm grateful they believe in the franchise. So, no panic. It came from the belief of WB. WB was like, nah, a Mortal Kombat summer, yeah, that just has a nice little ring to it. Cha-ching. So again, aware that if it was in October and it wasn't perfect and the numbers weren't where they should have been, I get it. And because you're probably at this point like, Dynasty's just defending WB as much as possible, I'm gonna let Todd do it. Isn't that their job to make sure it's the most successful it could possibly be so the franchise can live on? Reread this a million times. It comes at a cost. Patience is a virtue. I will gladly not watch the movie in 2 months if it means I get to watch a third, a fourth, a fifth. I'm just trying to be an optimist here. And truthfully, like, this movie's just had, like, a bad omen for a minute, and it's not to say that's going to continue throughout even the release, but all the strikes that took place, like, I'm pretty sure Boone went to Australia to film his cameo, then, like, the next day, the strike took place, so, like, this strike really pushed all of this back much further and farther than we should have ever ended up. It's just like, damn, could you imagine if it would have dropped this summer, dude? This summer, then the Legacy Collection, the end of the year. Oh, the movie skins also dropped this summer. Like, this summer might have been perfect. Next summer could very well be just as good, but this summer, that might have been the sweet spot. And again, when asked about why not the October release date, Todd says, why would it do well in October when Halloween is the next weekend and not May when it's summer? And again, the pros to it being on the Halloween time slot would be the fact that you'd have cosplayers pulling up, but I mean, you're still probably gonna have that next year. It's fucking Mortal Kombat. Like, it does not matter when you drop the movie, people are gonna pull up dressed as Sub-Zero. Obviously, probably would have had a lot more of that come October, but then again, like, a lot of the people who would probably be watching Mortal Kombat in theaters are gonna be too busy trick-or-treating. So, it all makes sense when you read it from this perspective. And it's not just me hyping the potential of a future. You see here, Todd's like, hopefully after this one, we will never have a big gap again between movies. So, again, this might be as bad as it ever gets, guys. This might be as bad and as long as we ever have to wait. Again, it comes at a cost. This is the cost. And if you think I'm tripping by saying things of this sort, Liam here was like, I need MK3 to be filming by then and ready for an early 2027 release date. Todd's like, I like that plan. Could you imagine if we got late 2027 another Mortal Kombat movie? That, I think, is more ideal than an early 2027. But man, Todd's ready, bro. Todd's ready, and that rider seems ready too. I honestly feel like Mortal Kombat is at least being finally respected. If they didn't care, yeah, it could have dropped on the original October 24th date, and maybe, you know, it does decent numbers, but with them really thinking like, hey man, that could be our summer movie, makes me think like they got big plans for this. So, again, trying to be optimistic. I know some of you guys are all doom and gloom, and trust, I am a lot of the time too, but I really can't fault them from a business perspective. I wanted to see this movie so bad. Really did, especially because, again, my birthday's like that week. Ugh, but fuck it, man. It kind of is what it is. Now, this is what Cole Young, Louis Tan had to say, real life Johnny Cage. Movie release dates are a whole crazy thing. This is a good sign for a coveted release spot. We want to give it the best chance at big numbers so we can continue making more. Sorry for the delay, but the film bangs too hard for October. Summer hit coming. Thank you for understanding. So, again, they're just as crushed about it as we are. These are decisions made up there, guys. And Todd just said, hey, the movie's done. And I think he's been saying that for a minute now. I know the the writer in that interview we cited a couple of days ago mentioned that he didn't see the final theatrical edit of the film yet, but he mentioned they were currently working on it. So again, now they have another 7 months of time to perfect the VFX, the lighting, maybe the music. I don't think they'll be doing reshoots, but obviously if they do, we'll see them. They'll be pretty evident which ones they are. But guys, that's all I got for y'all today. This Tuesday, they have something in store for us. Is it a trailer? Is it a new poster? Another Johnny Cage spin-off movies? Kind of what I'm thinking. Quick little 1-minute parody or something. That would be cool. We'll have to wait and see. But guys, what do you all think of this? Are you like me and still bummed but understand the situation? Are you willing to wait and make that sacrifice to get Mortal Kombat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? I sound like LeBron when he wins to South Beach. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed, drop a like on it. Subscribe for more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, Dynasty. Guys, please take care, stay safe. I love ya. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
On it crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count all these racks, I be steady, counting my digits. Slipping on it crack, I am not superstitious. Counting all these racks, I